Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU and we're back conquering Budapest, or at least trying to. As you can see, it still is very much so alive, but there are less and less units guarding it, so things are reasonably within the realm of acceptance, I would say. I think we can take them. So, I think we now also established that what we are listening to right now is indeed Korean war theme. Unfortunately, as much as I'm absolutely ecstatic that there is Korea in this game, I think the soundtrack is not one of the best, let's be entirely honest about this. But either way, let's not talk too long about nonsense. First of all, those guys, they stood against the enemy fire arrows and whatnot valiantly last then, but they are dying rather quickly. I can, however, make them survive for a little bit longer by pillaging, but I'm afraid that this will also make them not defend anymore and thus not be able to heal. Still though, I think pillaging is going to make them survive a little bit longer. I could also try to retreat them. I don't really know where I could retreat them to. So I'm thinking about using their last capabilities in battle to destroy this swordsman. Because why should I weaken my other units when I can just use this already weakened unit to destroy somebody else who's also weakened? I think it makes sense, more or less. If they manage to kill them, that is. They were supposed to do this quite easily, and they did it. So nice. Good job, boys. Now, they could, theoretically speaking, heal up on this playstyle as well, but that will be the next turn, so they won't. Besides, I wouldn't want to waste this playstyle on them. I would rather use it on somebody who needs healing more and is also more alive, so can deal more damage. Anyway, we've got some more pikemen that I need to deal with. Not a big problem. I assume I should be able to just take them down with a bunch of fire from my composite bowman as well as my Hwacha, which should just completely and utterly annihilate them once it does fire. It is a little bit damage, but it's still nothing serious. And oh yeah, look at this big chunk of health. Terrain is actually giving those guys a lot of modifiers. They also have bonus for fighting in rough terrain, which is the only reason they're not going to die in one shot. Still, Hwachas are awesome. I think you can admit that this is indeed the case. Actually, I just realized I also have bonus against rough terrain, so some of the enemy bonuses are kind of mitigated, but still they gain more bonuses than I do. Either way, you know, I absolutely adore Hwachas, and there is nothing else I need to say about this. Anyway, let's kill those pikemen. I'll also start occupying gold, and oh, I forgot that there was this another Gallias. It will be annoying. I mean, hopefully it will be absolutely retarded as well and fire on my catapult, but even then, it will die for one shot, so the other Gallias can easily just keep firing on my pikemen. So I'm starting to think if I should actually ignore those Gallias completely and just start focusing on the town entirely, because I will not be able to kill two of them. One, sure, I could snap it if it was too damn to move inside the city, but two, I'll do much better to just try and kite them if possible and deal as much damage to the city as humanly possible, which is exactly what I'm going to do. So there we go, minor damage, but it's going to be something. Catapults, ancient tech, but they have an incredible bonus against cities, so it's still mildly useful. Let's put it this way. I mean, it deals just slightly less damage against cities than Hwachas, which, as you may remember, are units that are designed to destroy other units, not to fight against cities. Either way, they're still doing quite well against cities regardless, just because of their insane firepower. Monarcha is no longer friends with me. That's okay, I'll make them my friends soon enough. 110 before I can ship food to Seoul, I'll gladly wait. I also really do need to walk my copper tile since I'm running out of copper. Where are my walkers? Alright, great, let's swam all the way down here to get the salt. Well, I guess I'll get the salt. I mean, why not? I would also like to land right now, just in case there are some parts offshore that I don't know about. You dear pikemen, I guess it would be nice if I could position them over here. No, I'll position them over here. This spot tower I'll need to use to move my archers so that both of them can attack Budapest later down the line, so I'll occupy this tower instead. And I think we're good. There's nothing else that requires our attention at this point. And by the way, I'm not referring to me in plural, I'm just referring to us all, including you people who are watching this, even though you have nothing to say on the matter of what I'm doing right now. It's just a weird habit I got, I guess. Anyway, let's see what Budapest is going to do. So far I didn't really have any major repercussions for attacking them, and I barely lost anything, if anything actually. I think I only lost the spearman. Well, now I also lost the catapult, and I'm about to lose my pikeman, but nothing else should fall this turn. Heavy damage is going to be dealt to my pikeman indeed, but if I heal them up, and also possible Oh, I thought they all died. They didn't. Oh wait, they might though. There's still the city, and yeah, they all died. Wow, that was unexpected. Wow, a lot of units just died. Still, I think I have enough firepower to take the city, especially if I try to stay out of range for those galleys, which will be very hard because they have that 2-tile range, so they can attack everything except for this Huacha. This tower is actually behind a hill, so they shouldn't be able to attack this tower. Or maybe even this tower, unless they swim somewhere like here-ish. And this tower obviously is also safe. And this Huacha is so far away, I don't think AI is smart enough to move over here. So I think I am more or less okay-ish if I move like so, but those Gallias, mind my words, will move. However, my hope is that they will now focus on fighting this Pac-Man instead of doing anything else. So, dear Pac-Man, what I would like you to do is probably just move over to this town so you can reinforce or pillage later if I need you to do so. And Huachas just continue firing on the Budapest. Also, one of my Huachas leveled up. Oh, it's this one. I guess I'll give it accuracy just in case I need to use it against Gallias again in the future. Maybe, just maybe. I know I have plenty of culture stockpiled, but I do need rationalism first, so I'm not going to use it just yet. Am I recording? Yes, I am. Haha, now I actually can see if I'm recording or not, because I'm not dumb, but I realize how I can check this very easily without clicking anything. So, most of the time when I'm like, am I recording? I don't need to click on anything to check, I can just look at my screen and I can see a confirmation. Oh yeah, like a boss. Anyway, Pasture, what do I want from you? Library would be useful, I'm not gonna lie, but Colosseum is also something that I need, and having more gold would also not be a very bad idea. Same goes for culture. I pretty much need everything, but workshop is a workshop, and I absolutely adore workshops, and they are very, very helpful and useful. And since I already have a pretty decent source of food in the city because of me installing wheat and whatnot, I think that workshop is indeed what I'm going to go for. My dear workers, prepare to improve the salt. Let's be very, very salty, as I usually tend to be. As for you, dear city, I need a Colosseum pronto. Because, yeah, I'm about to have a real big problem with happiness, especially once I do take over the Budapest. And even though I will burn it down, before I do burn it down, trust me, my citizens are going to hate me for some reason. I don't know why, maybe they don't like warmongers, but they're in my armies, voluntarily I assume, so yeah. Maybe not voluntarily, but then if they were not volunteers, they wouldn't fight us well, and holy Toledo, I expected those guys to deal a bit more damage than nothing. Yeah, I may not actually be capable of taking over Budapest, which is mildly infuriating. I need more Huachas and more Huachas, because apparently those composite bowmen are absolutely effing horrible against cities that have castles in them. Which is good to know. Now, I could move this Huacha somewhere out of range of this Gallias, but this will take me a long time, and there's also Gallias inside a city, so yeah. And they're also already moved, so this is a no-go. Man, right now there are 4 units that are going to be able to fire down on me. I really didn't expect there to be another Gaias, and this is probably what is going to be my downfall, because the enemy has enough firepower to kill me before I kill them. And I just realized this Pac-Man is my only remaining melee unit that I can use to take over the city. I didn't realize that until now. Alright, you know what, Shepherds, just in case I'm actually capable of taking over the city, start moving south. Because if those Pac-Man die, even if I take this city down to 0 health, I'll not actually be able to take it out and capture it for myself. So yeah, I thought that things are going reasonably okay for Budapest, but this other Gallias is really going to be enough to repel me. And also I think I really overestimated the power of my archers, which is a bit of a problem. Fortunately, it looks like AI is completely brain dead and is focusing on my archers that are doing nothing anyway, so I will more than gladly get them killed. Also, I got a great general. Could be useful, but oh, this is bad. Huachas being damaged. Please don't damage. 3rd Gallias! How did I get 3 Galliases? What the F, Budapest? You are just cheating. I mean, I know I'm an Emperor. I know they had plenty of time to make them, but it does feel kinda not nice. I guess they may have asked other city-states for help and somebody else gave them Galliases. This is a possibility. But then again, I don't really see AI doing this kind of tricks too often. Anyway, let's create Great Walk. What's nicer than a Great Walk? I don't know what is.
Miss the moral, my good men. For St. Paul says all that's written well is written down some useful truth to tell. Then take the wheat and let the chaff lie still.
I'll be entirely honest with you. I'm not too big into poetry. Nope. I forgot the name of it. In English that is. In Polish, of course, I remember, but in English I don't. Anyway, I don't like poetry. I think that's all I really need to say, because it explains pretty much everything. I just cannot understand the appeal. As simple as that. I mean, no. There's only one piece of poetry that I ever liked, which is a very, very long book, which is poetry, mind you, but it's actually written really, really well, and there is one exception, but it's just one exception, and in general I think it's safe to say that I just do not see the appeal of poetry, and I wouldn't mind it not existing, because I wouldn't miss out on too much except for one piece that I like. So yeah. I don't know why I'm talking about it either. I honestly do not, especially since there is a fair chance some of you might like poetry, and now as a result might not like me, which could lose me a subscriber. Then again, subscribers mean nothing. I just recently found out, also I will be able to take out Budapest, I think. I just recently found out that I actually have over 500 subscribers. Yeah, believe it or not. Even though some of videocasts have like 40 views at most. Hey, puka 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 pow. I don't really... That sounded cool, by the way. I don't really need gold anymore. So even though you're offering me a lot of gold, I guess I need the copper. Then again, I'll probably be able to improve copper and get it soon anyway, and I'm not that desperate for happiness right now. Then again, I'm about to take over Budapest. I don't need this happiness. No, I'll trade gladly with you later down the line, not right now. Then again, OMG, I forgot. I'm about to be a warmonger, so they will not accept this kind of trade soon. Soon they will not accept this kind of trade, so I should have accepted this deal, even though it will cost me a lot of happiness. Also, don't you dare kill my Hwacha! It's expensive and it's awesome. It's not supposed to die. You're not supposed to kill it. Stop it, for crying out loud. You're using all of Galeasses to just kill my Hwacha. And Swordsman too. Are you for effing real? And another great engineer in Cyber Shipa. I have got 2 of those now. They'll be very useful later down the line when I want to rush structures, I guess. I'm really tempted to use one of those guys to create a manufactory. But then again, where do I want to put it? On a hill, I guess? But I already have sound production in Cyber Shipa. You know what? I have 2 of those guys. And you know what? Then again, I might actually need both of them to rush Leaning Tower of Pisa, which will give me another great engineer, true, but I now need it to rush Globe Theater and possibly something else. You know what? I'll keep all my engineers right now, because you never know, I might need them. Maybe not the best decision in long run, but in short run, by all means, I'll go for it. Anyway, will I be able to take over Budapest this turn? Probably not. Now, with the Hwacha gone, I don't think I have the firepower. Even then again, I got volley. Might be what I need to take it out. Nah, I don't think it will be enough. I think it will be... Oh, maybe I will be able to take it out. Yes, I will, with those Pac-Men. I should be just barely enough capable of taking it out, which is good. Alright. Polynesia, I'm sorry I didn't want to strengthen the bonds between our nations and whatnot. I'm about to reconsider. No. You said 8 gold. If he's not gonna give me 8 gold, I'm gonna be seriously disappointed. He did. Good. It's gonna be useful. Now I'm gaining gold again. And while I do have some happiness problems, and I'm about to be extraordinarily happy, I'll still take it gladly, because soon enough nobody will want to trade with me. As simple as that. Besides, I'm about to improve the salt, so I'll be quite salty about being unhappy, and as a result I'll become happy apparently. Alright. I don't think I need your shepherds anymore, but let's see what happens. Go forth, my dear soldiers, take over Budapest and burn it to the ground. Oh yes, I feel like a warmonger. Now, usually what you're supposed to do is create a puppet, because the first few times when you capture a city, it is going to be in resistance, it will be completely useful, and making it a puppet will make sure that you don't get a huge penalty for having it. I mean, approval penalty, and you do not really... you cannot really do anything with the city anyway. And... Wait, what? It wasn't the capital, it was a city-state. Don't tell me I cannot raise Budapest. The only reason I captured it is so that I could raise it. I was so certain that you can raise city-states. Then again, I almost never play as a warmonger, so I don't think... no, I must have tried it before, and I'm sure it worked, right? Well, I guess it doesn't work, so that's something I learned today. Well, in this case, if I am to keep the city, which is very suboptimal, because this is not the location where I wanted the city to be at all. Not at all. No. I cannot walk at the ship now. It's horrible. It's a really bad location for a city. I cannot get access to the whales either. If I knew I wouldn't settle the city over there, I would probably move it somewhere else so that I would gain access to whales and whatnot. I'm really surprised that this is how it works. Either way, if that's how it is, I guess I will just have to create a puppet. And then annex it once it is ready for me to annex it. And keep in mind, we are assuming that I can in fact make a cult house. Which I guess I can make, good. So either way, part first, then annex. It's really annoying that I cannot burn it down. I was so certain that you can, and apparently I was wrong. It happens to me a lot. I don't like it when it does. Anyway, all of the enemy ships are now destroyed as a result of Budapest not existing anymore, which is nice. So that's at least something. I am not going to lose any more of my units. And I need to move my stacked great engineers. Not a very big problem, honestly. So there is that, and now I'm losing a ton of gold, a ton of happiness, and in general I'm in a pretty poor state. And I really wanted to burn the city to the ground. I really did. But I can't! Which is substantially worse than what I was hoping to happen, but whatever. Oh, hi there. Are you going to...
Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, I was about to say, are you going to say anything to me, Ellie? But it took her forever, and then she just said that she's pleased to meet me. Yeah, Ellie, don't pretend that you're nice to me. I remember what you did to me last time. I'm going to kill you as soon as I find out where you are. Then I'll send a powerful fleet over there in like 2500 years and kill you if possible. Probably not, but I'll try at the very least. Also, fancy words, fancy words. Anyway, what can we trade? Embassies will probably be useful. Also, I'll gladly trade Ivory for something I'll have that will be probably copper featured down the line. Further down the line, but right now it's not the case, so let's have embassies. Talk to me.
Certainly.
She is not very talkative this playthrough, is she? I guess she knows what is going to happen. And... Hey, we just started trading, how can you denounce me? I thought we were friends! You'll pay for this very well. It doesn't really matter all that much what you respond those guys to, but honestly I don't want to anger the sleeping lion, and... Alright, Pedro, I know you were nasty in real life and whatnot, but in this game you're going to die, because you're number 2 on my 2 kill list, and now you're suddenly number 1, because I just killed my number 1 target on my 2 kill list. So you'll pay for this in time, and you'll pay for this quite shortly, I assure you. Anyway, somebody got Himeji Castle, which is kind of scary because somebody has Maskerman now. But I have education, which is something I needed to have for a very long time. And I also gained a great person, that's a great artist. Plenty of people denounced me. That's okay, I don't care. Ellie is still my friend, I assume. Right, Ellie? Right? Anyway, Walker, please by all means improve a copper tile. I really do need this copper. Meanwhile, Huacha, by all means, volley is incredibly important for this kind of a unit. Alright, 1 unit extension in Budapest. This is important because this doesn't cost me any maintenance. Let's make sure that shepherds are also on their way to the capital, so that they don't have to cost me anything as well. Let's continue looking. University, by all means, yes, I really do need it. As for your composite bowman, just keep moving in this general direction. And another worker. Oh, I've got plenty of workers now. That's very good. I guess I will need to repair the farmhouse I lost, since apparently I'm keeping this land, which is not something I wanted to happen, nor something I expected to happen. And it's also very annoying, but, well, I'll go with it. I could go for a golden age, which would help me quite a bit in some areas, but I would much rather go for a late game kind of approach in regards to tourism and culture, so... Peacemakers? Also, Rainbow. Yeah, that explains all. Alright, then let's continue moving down south, and let's see how I'm doing in terms of tourism output. Wow, Brazil is... I really need to kill them, I really do. How are other people how is Brazil doing in terms of their culture pressure on me? They're exotic to me, so I'm still fairly safe, fortunately. How is Polynesia doing? They are known pretty much, that's good. How am I doing? Pretty poorly as well. Alright, good to know. So, let's have a quick look. How do those people hate me? How much do they hate me? Well, apparently, my warmongering has become an issue of global power dominance just because I captured one tiny little city-state that was very annoying to me. Just because of that, they absolutely despise me. Every day I'm gonna kill them. Same goes to this guy. Also, oh yeah, they both have no borders with me. So that's good. That's good. I'm hesitant to denounce Brazil. Just because... I don't know why I would denounce them, honestly. The puny... Okay, that's why I'm going to denounce them. Where's the denunciation possibility? Publicly denounce. Yes! He called me a puny one. Nobody calls me a puny one. Go away. Okay, Elizabeth. She's a sensible person. But I'm really sorry I need to kill you, Ellie. You're very nice to me. Unlike those other warmongers. But yeah, I'll probably need to kill you. I'm sorry. Let's not talk about this for now, shall we? Let's pretend that we are Caesar and whatever his spouse was. And yeah, everything is going to be nice. Right, how long is this video last? About 20 minutes, and since I'm
interested in a trade agreement with England?
I'm not, thank you very much, Ellie, because I don't want your tourism to get into my borders, because this would be absolutely horrible. So no. What about the defensive pact?
That's unacceptable.
Well, I think we know where she stands. Yeah, she doesn't want to be too friendly with me. Or she wants to conquer me, which is also possible because she's actually relatively close to me. She's between me and Polynesia, which is not something I expected. What? I thought I have got a stronger army than he does. What? Hey! Hey, advisor, is this something you didn't tell me? English Empire, yeah, I know that. Polynesian, yeah, I know that. Brazilian Empire, around the same strength as ours. Why should I be afraid of them? I probably also have better tech than they do. Almost certainly. So yeah, I really do need to get my massacremen now and invade Brazil before they become afraid. Because once they go into a more modern ages per se... Oh, I can upgrade. Oh, I have iron. That's very nice. I don't really want to spend gold on that, but that's still very nice. Either way, with masked-men, I'll be capable of doing quite well against Brazil, because once they get into a bit more advanced eras, they get some very powerful units that I wouldn't want to fight against. Let's just put it this way. Alright, unit needs orders, that's my great general. I will need you to do, sir, by all means. Let's continue going forth. As for you, the orders, I'm just basically moving all of my units where I need them, which is at the end of this peninsula. Probably I'll set them up somewhere like here-ish. Mombasa will not like me for it though, so I might consider setting them, maybe just sailing close to Brazil, but then again I cannot go past this town where they can war on them already, so this will be slightly problematic. I guess I could attack them from those two angles, but getting to Rio de Janeiro from those two areas could be fairly tricky, considering that there's this jungle and hills over there. River doesn't help either. Yeah, I would like it the most if I could attack from 3 areas at once, but this will be very difficult to achieve, unfortunately. I'm really annoyed I cannot burn the city down. I really am. Oh well. How much gold are you giving me, by the way, city? Are you costing me gold? No, it's not costing me gold, it's not giving me any gold either. Alright, good to know. So, let's continue thinking. Is there anything else I should be doing right about now? Let's have a quick look at my science. What am I going for? Alright, I was rushing printing press. Understandable, really. Let's also go for acoustics. And I really need gunpowder, I know. But right now I'm not in a shape to attack Brazil. I need to guarantee my empire to be prosperous first. So I'll go for some powerful wonders. I have enough great engineers to possibly make it work. So that's what I'm going to go for. After I get those wonders, I mean those techs, I'll most likely go for gunpowder to get some powerful masked-men. I also really want to go for navigation just because frigates and privateers are very powerful. Unfortunately, the ships will be mostly useless to me, or even entirely useless. But this tech is very far away from what I have right now, and those ships will not help me fight against Brazil too much anyway. I mostly want a ship that will defend me against their tiny triremes, so I guess that ship will be good for that, but either way it costs quite a bit of tech to get to it, so I may just not bother with it for the time being. Either way, machinery is on its way, and I think we are good. I can simply end recording right now because this video has been long enough. Ladies and gentlemen, it was PANCZASU, also known as the Mighty Mixpower. Thank you very much for watching. Please do leave your likes and comments because, as I said, they not only help me, but I also like reading them as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you online.